Welcome back. If you are just joining us, you are listening to the Sealed Word. Tonight we are doing something that some might call radical and others might call dangerous. We are not here to glorify the dark. We are here to turn the lights on. We are sitting across the table from the architect of human distraction, the adversary himself.
This is a real interview.
This is a real interview, unfiltered. And we have agreed to this exchange on one condition. He must explain, in plain terms, exactly how he dismantles a life in this modern world. No theatrics, just the raw strategy.
Theatrics are for amateurs, Marcus. Humans love monsters because monsters are easy to avoid. If I appeared in your bedroom with horns and fire, you would fall to your knees and pray. That defeats my entire purpose.
So how do you do it?
Quietly, slowly. I do not need to make a man a murderer to destroy him. That is loud, messy, and often causes others to seek God in the aftermath. No, my most elegant work is done in the margins of the mundane. I do not take your soul by storm, Marcus. I steal it 3 seconds at a time.
3 seconds at a time? Explain that.
Look at your living world. You have built a society where silence is an emergency. If a human has 3 seconds of quiet, waiting in line, sitting at a red light, waking up in the morning, they panic. They immediately reach for the glowing rectangle in their pocket. Why? Because silence is dangerous to my agenda. In the silence, a human might hear the quiet whisper of the Creator. In the silence, they might feel the wake of their own mortality. So, I keep them fed. I feed them endless, trivial, highly addictive stimulation. I make sure their minds are a constant buzzing hive of notifications, outrage, and comparison. I do not have to make them evil. I just have to keep them busy.
Hi, Marcus. I'm calling because I feel completely numb. I go to church, I read the Bible on my phone, but it feels like the words are dead. I look at my life and I'm constantly anxious, constantly scrolling, and I feel like I'm locked in a cage I built myself. If you are the one behind this, why? Why do you care so much about keeping me numb?
Sarah, what a lovely, predictable question. You feel numb because you are trying to drink from 2 cups. You want the peace of your Creator, but you have given your attention to my algorithm. I care because a numb soul is a harmless soul. If you are anxious and spiritually anesthetized by your screen, you will never stand in the gap for your family. You will never pray with raw authority. You will never step out in bold obedience. You will sit in your comfortable pew, scrolling through pictures of other people's lives, quiet, ineffective, and entirely asleep. You think you are locked in a cage, Sarah, but the door is wide open. You simply prefer the warmth of the bars.
That is a lie. The bars are not warm, they are exhausting. And the door is not just open. The price for Sarah's freedom was paid in full at Calvary. You talk about your algorithm as if it is final. But the moment Sarah turns off the noise, the moment she humbles herself and cries out to the living God, your algorithm breaks. Romans 8:39 tells us that nothing, neither height nor depth nor any other creature, shall be able to separate us from the love of God. Sarah, if you are listening, the numbness is not your final state. It is just the noise. Step out of the noise. Turn off the screen tonight. Get on your knees and speak to the Father who knows your name. He is waiting in the quiet.
That is the battle of our generation. The screen versus the cross.
That is the battle. If you are listening tonight and you feel like Sarah, locked in a cage of distraction, anxiety, and digital noise, know this. The adversary's greatest trick is convincing you that your captivity is comfortable. Open the book, the King James Bible. Start in the quiet. Seek the Savior who paid for your peace.
GraceandNotesMinistries.com/KJV numerics. All 34 episodes. Share it with everyone. Step out of the noise. The series continues. The author is waiting.
Thank you for listening. God bless you, and God bless the King James Bible.